Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. Howell changing the play here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Back to throw. Howell.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go. Now second and 7 from the 23.
Herbert once more.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 10. And Howe will throw it.
And this one's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Now Howe. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Howe throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Completed to Hyatt.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Fields changing the play.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Powell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Powell.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders post the 1st points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now it's Fields.
His throw incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Howell down to throw it. That is caught. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
No wasted time from Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Howell. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 24,
Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Fields. And that one too wide and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Howell.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Fields going to change things up here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 40-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Howell from the gun.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. He's got him in. Complete.
Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down, Howell to throw.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score. Commanders 14. Bears 10.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
One last shot before the break. Howell. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case,
Touchdown, Chicago!
Khalil Herbert, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Commanders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw on third down, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Howell going to go for it.
He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Howell out of the shotgun.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun. Howell. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Fields. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now Fields going to move him around. Foreman is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Trying to run with Foreman.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Deontay Foreman.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to throw. Howell.
And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Off play action. It's Howell.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Howell's pass intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line. Here we go,
A give left side here for Herbert.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Moore, the man in motion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4. They'll go again with Herbert.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Fields on first down. That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Hyatt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
That's another Washington first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
The 9-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 24 yards.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Going right back to Dotson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 tight. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw for Howell. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Fields now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Fields pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will close.